What's up guys, I have some great news for everybody who's been waiting for an unlock. I now offer an unlock for the latest iOS 7 software on all of the latest iPhones, and this does work on 7.0.4 and below and some iOS 6 firmwares. Now here's the great part, it works on every single carrier, whether that be any international carrier or any USA network, it works on all of them. It does support the 5S, 5C, 5, and 4S on any network. So just to show you right here, I have a Sprint iPhone on the latest 7.0.4, which I'm rocking a T-Mobile SIM card with. As many of you know, they don't come pre-unlocked. So I'm just going to show you real quick that when I do remove the actual unlock chip, that it does not work anymore. Now this is not a factory unlock. Yes, this is a hardware unlock, but when you do think about it, it works pretty much the same, and the prices for the factory unlocks are over $140, whereas this unlock does cost $25. So I did remove the actual hardware unlock chip, and let's go ahead and put in just a T-Mobile SIM, and I'm going to show you that it does not work. It is a factory locked device, and without the SIM, it doesn't work. Now while this is loading, let me just go ahead and list a couple of great things about this unlock. It is interchangeable, so if you remove it from one phone, you can put it into any other phone. It does not void warranty, it doesn't need a jailbreak, and it works great. I haven't had any sort of problems with it. Now the only con I can think of is that LTE is not supported. You can only get 3G speeds, but when it comes to the actual time it takes to unlock your device with this unlock and how much cheaper it is, I really can't complain. It's just worth it. And any moment now, there we go. We are now locked at the activation screen. Because we do have a T-Mobile SIM card in a Sprint iPhone, we're basically stuck here until we put a valid SIM card in. Now this unlock allows you to bypass that and of course use your SIM card. Now just for fun, I decided to throw in this little clip showing you that it will bypass the activation screen. There are some people out there that are stuck at the activation screen, don't have a valid SIM card, and with the Rebel SIM attached to my T-Mobile SIM card on the Sprint iPhone, I'm going to show you that it does allow you to activate the phone. Now give it a couple of seconds because it does need to register that the SIM card is inside, and once it does, basically there you have it. You are now inside the phone, you've activated it, and you can go ahead and finish the setup. Now if you guys do want to go ahead and order the unlock, you can go there either on your desktop or on your mobile phone. Just navigate to phonerebelshop.com and in here find the product. And I want you guys to be specific here. So go ahead and scroll down and select your device. I do need to know which device you have, and I do need to know which carrier you have. So be specific there, and I'll send you a specified one for your device. If you don't have PayPal, Visa, and most major credit cards are accepted. Also, shipping happens same day before 4 Pacific Standard Time, and right now I do have about 200 units in stock, so try and hurry, I will have more soon. Now this little chip is what you'll find inside. This can basically unlock any device, any firmware on any carrier. Now if you did order one for a 4S, you'll get a slightly bigger one, which you will have to cut to the size of your SIM card, but it's really easy. Anyways, it has a little sticky on the back, so go ahead and just stick it back onto the back of your Nano SIM, and that's it. You're done on the hardware side. So it acts just like a regular SIM card. You just put it inside your original tray and you're done there. Now when you enter it into your phone, you'll get a little menu, select your device, then select the carrier that you do use. There's a long list, and then you're going to go ahead and go to irose.com/t.html. Now inside you'll click the blue button. I know it's unreadable, but you'll install iRose, which will basically allow you to go ahead and get the network running. Now you see that I do have Cydia there. You don't need to be jailbroken. I just jailbroke this from an earlier version. But inside, go ahead and open it up, select Force 2G, and you're going to go ahead and turn off your device now, and then turn it back on and repeat the same thing with 3G after. Upon reboot, you'll notice that your network is up and running and the unlock pretty much disappears. You don't have to interact with it anymore. Anyways, I just want to go ahead and send a text message over to a Verizon device, make sure it is working properly, and as you can see, there you go. I just got the text message. Everything is working. FaceTime, MMS, data, all of that good stuff is working. And you guys are now unlocked on the latest firmware on your device. So basically, 7.0.4 is fully unlockable. As far as I can tell, 7.1 is unlockable, but you guys don't want to update until I do release a video saying it is okay to do so. And if there is a patch, I'll show you guys how to do that. So anyways, guys, I do hope you enjoy this unlock. I'll try and ship it as fast as I can. I know there's a great demand for this, so I'll be doing my best. So for anybody having trouble in the future, I'll be sure to make troubleshooting videos, help you guys get all of your issues ironed out. but as far as I can tell, this is the most solid unlock I've seen yet on iOS 7. Anyways, guys, have a great day. Enjoy your unlock. Hey guys, peace. Here's a little update video as promised for anybody that did recently purchase an unlock. Now, here's a couple things you guys do need to know. I am currently so backed up. I did not expect so many people to order for me as they did, but I am making progress, and mostly everybody should be getting their orders very soon. Now, if you order within the next few days, it will be about a week out. Anyways, thanks, but no thanks, because you guys really tricked me up. I didn't believe I'd sell so many, but here I am. Anyways, so here's a little update video to show you guys a couple tricks and tips as to how to use the unlock properly. And I'm using a 5C right now on AT&T, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what the actual unlock chip looks like. Now, you'll be getting this little thing, and you can just pop the nano SIM right out. But if you do have a 4S, you are going to have to go ahead and cut it to the size of the Nano 4S, unless you do want to buy a custom 4S SIM tray that supports nano SIMs. Anyways, it's really simple. All you guys have to do is a little cutting for the 4S, and that's it, and it just sticks right onto your SIM card. Now, from what I hear, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to get to the menu. If you don't get it right away when you put in the SIM tray with your SIM card on top of it, you can go into your phone, scroll down to SIM applications, and in here you can go ahead and manually open it up. And for the most part, it does pop up just fine. It's on some CDMA devices, they don't get it. Now, if you have a device that's on the activation menu, it's a little bit of a different process to go ahead and get that activated. You will need an activated iPhone. You can't just pop it in and activate it with the SIM card. So with a different iPhone, basically you have to configure it just like for this iPhone. And this is a 5 Sprint, so I'm going to select iPhone 5, and I'm going to go ahead and select US Sprint because it is a Sprint iPhone 5. So it's configured for that iPhone. And there's a couple things you guys do need to know about this. I could just easily put it into the iPhone 5 model and activate it, but when I go to put it back into this model, it won't work. I have to reconfigure it back on that iPhone 5 model. And it's a little confusing, I know, but I'm going to go ahead and run through the whole process and show you guys how it works. So it's been configured to the iPhone 5 Sprint. Anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and pop it in and show you guys that it does activate it. Now, 95% of you guys won't need to do this, but for those 5% that do need to do this, that's why I'm showing you guys how to do it. And I understand not everybody needs this, so you can go ahead and skip it. But anyways, it is activated. As you guys can see, I do have Sprint in the upper left corner. And when you guys are trying to unlock a CDMA iPhone, namely Verizon, Sprint, you guys will get the original carrier in the top left. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to finish the unlock on a CDMA iPhone. So that's totally normal. It's okay. What we need to do next is go ahead and go to Safari, and we need to download iRose, the application that we will use to finish the unlock. Now, this is exactly how it'll look. So go ahead and navigate your way over here, and you guys will get an option to download an application. So download it, select install, and that'll just take a couple seconds to download onto your Springboard. All right, so once done, select continue, and you're now in the application. We're going to go ahead and force 2G, select OK, and we are done. So now we need to go ahead and reboot the iPhone. And as you'll notice, you just dropped down to 1 bar, then it went back up, and that's totally fine. We do need to restart the device, and once we boot it back up, we'll be on our network. Now, upon reboot, it is searching, and I do just want to show you, I do indeed have a Sprint iPhone. If you guys ever did research about a factory unlock for Sprint, it's over $140, and it doesn't work in the USA after. But here I am with a Sprint iPhone with T-Mobile loading on my iPhone. And as you guys can see, it's a little bit of a different process for CDMA phones versus GSM phones, but nonetheless, you guys do get activated on your carrier. So that's all fine and dandy. It's working on the network, but say you want to use the unlock on another phone, or if you just used it to activate this iPhone and you want to put it back to the other phone, you have to reconfigure it. And if you don't reconfigure it, this is what you will get. So I'm putting it back into the original phone I showed you in the beginning of this video that it was unlocked with. And any moment now, we will be going to the activation menu, and it'll be saying this SIM card is not supported. I know it's so confusing, guys, but basically when you program a SIM card for a phone, it believes it's the original carrier SIM card. So for that iPhone 5 that I programmed it for, it believed it was a Sprint SIM card. So it's like I'm taking a Sprint SIM card and putting it back into an AT&T phone. And the only problem is I have to reconfigure it on that phone before putting it back into this one on an AT&T phone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, popping it back in. And if you don't get the menu, that's fine. All you guys are going to want to do is scroll down to your phone and go back into that menu. So from here, I'm going to reprogram it for the iPhone 5C, which is originally from AT&T, and it's all good. Now I can go ahead and pop it into that phone and have it working on T-Mobile, and vice versa. If I put it into this phone again, it won't work until I reprogram it on that phone. So I hope you guys are getting the concept. Now, most of you guys won't be swapping between phones, so it's really not what you need. But basically, I do have to show this to the people that are having this problem. Now, when you get to the programming part and you don't see your carrier here, many of you guys won't be seeing it. All you need to do is select Input IMSI and visit this website right here. It'll basically give you a list of all the IMSI codes for the carriers that may be not listed on that menu. All right, so basically I did cover activation if you are unactivated, getting this to work on a CDMA iPhone, and inputting a custom IMSI code if you don't see it on the list. So hopefully I did get everything. If not, I'll make another update video. And like I said, you'll be getting your unlock soon if you haven't already. I'm so sorry for the wait. I was just overwhelmed by the orders. Anyways, guys, enjoy the unlock. Peace.